like you found the place.
You're sure this is the one?
I'm positive. Latha Sesame goes by mandala in the trance. There's a big gap in the records, and it's shaped exactly like her.
I thought you said he put a lot of effort into it.
They've been hiding her activity, but weren't covering up their own work very well.
If they did, then I... Ah!
How are the headaches?
Won't be a problem for much longer.
You understand the plan?
Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing. After all, I've been planning this for years.
Welcome to TalkersandGeeks.com reviews of Technobabylon. This game is available on Steam for $14.99, and I definitely suggest you you pick it up. It's amazing. Let me give you a brief synopsis of the game. City of Newton 2087. Genetic engineering is the norm. The addictive trance has replaced almost any need for human interaction, and an omnipresent AI named Central powers the city. Cell agents Charlie Regis and Max Lau are investigating a serial mindjacker who's tapping into the neural wiring of seemingly ordinary citizens, stealing their knowledge and leaving them dead. A net addict named Latha Sesame might be the next target, but when Charlie's past comes back to haunt him, he and his partner find themselves on opposite sides of the law, with Latha's fate in the crossfire. Wow, just a little bit about the story, because I'm definitely not going to give it away, but if you are a fan of great sci-fi like Ghost in the Shell and sci-fi games, classic games like Snatcher for the Sega CD, you might want to pick this up, because it reminds you a lot of those games, especially Snatcher. The way the style is, the way the production is, it reminds me a lot of Snatcher. And Snatcher as well was a point-and-click game. This is also a point-and-click game too. And what I love is that the characters between Charlie and Max are really going to be the huge drawing point and a huge selling point in the story, especially with Charlie, because Charlie's my favorite character. Mainly because of his backstory. And I'm not going to spoil his backstory, but his backstory, it's kind of sad. He has a very sad backstory. And when his partner Lau tries to get close to him, try to get to know more about him, he's so protective of it. And that's kind of hard for a detective and two cops to be in partnership with each other. And there's one hiding secrets or has a past that's going to haunt him. And the new rookie, or I should say, the new rookie or the new blood is trying to do everything by the book and try to uphold the law. And that's going to create a conflict here within this world of City of Newton. And I think fans are really going to love the relationship between Charlie and Max. And the story it's rich, it's solid, it has a great villain with the Mindjacker, and it has a nice concept of this guy that is stealing information and stealing people's lives, and it ends up leaving everybody dead and killing all his victims. So it's really engaging, you guys. I totally love the story. It reminded me a lot of The Laughing Man in certain aspects. Remind me a lot of Snatcher in certain aspects. Just the style of it, and graphically. Just a little bit about Latha and the trance system. This is what I really enjoyed, and you see that in the first chapter of the game is the trance system, and how these people in the world of Newton, in the city of Newton, is all just connected. Could you imagine you living inside of Twitter to basically interact with everybody? You're living inside the internet to get your food, to fix your house and fix repairs. Everything's connected. AI and virtual reality. You get your email from the trance system. You get everything from the trance system. So everything's connected. And that's a great social commentary about how everything in this future world, you can actually relate it to the world today, is how everything is technology based. And I love the play on the word of Technobabylon. And if you look, I mean, maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but if you look at, ancient stories of Babylon and, from a religious aspect, I guess, like, the destruction of Babylon and everything else, you kind of get this feel here, not to spoil the story, but you kind of get a feel of destruction with the way just humans are just relying on this trance system, the way humans are relying on this whole system and what it's gonna bring to it. Gameplay wise, the game is very challenging. I really enjoyed myself with this game though. It throws you right in there. It does hold your hand in the first chapter for you to get used to things, and basically using your mouse to play the game. You click, you know, you have your you have your right click to interact with the environment, and you have the left click to look at the environment, and basically you solve puzzles to go to the next area and move the story forward. And it's a very enriching story. Production wise, graphically, it's nice 8-bit, not 8-bit, excuse me. It has a nice, great use of background. I mean, this world of City of Newton looks beautiful. The sprites look beautiful. The characters look beautiful. The voice acting, I had to talk about the voice acting. The voice acting is great. Charlie and Max, voice actors, kudos to you, because you guys did a phenomenal job of really capturing these characters, making me feel really into this world, especially Charlie, making me really feel about this character, making me care about these two. Even Latha made me care about her addiction to trance, made me care. You're gonna care about these characters, and I think that's exactly what these point and click adventure story based games have to do. Especially when everything is story driven, you have to care about your characters. In this game, I cared about these characters. I cared what was going to happen to them. The game is challenging. Puzzles get a little challenging towards the end, but the story is so great. The Mindjacker is such a great character. Charlie's a great character. Max is a great character. Production is great. Music is beautiful. It sets the tone, hits the right notes, knows when to be emotional, knows when to build up the intensity. You guys definitely have to check this out on Steam for $14.99. It is a great game. Technobabylon. I'm going to be giving this game a 8.5/B+ for those who like the letters. This is Justin from tacosandgeeks.com saying later days. I will catch you on the next one. Technobabylon gets an 8.5/B+. Later days.